Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the new Mafex X-Men Jubilee comic version action figure. And this is this is not good. It's not good for those of you who like to argue that Mafex is a good line of figures. They have some good figures in their lines, that's for sure. But lately, they have just been really doing a terrible job of looking like a serious action figure company. Man, this one's awful. It's really bad. There are a few nice things about it, and I'll talk about the good and the bad. You can decide, maybe you do still want to get it, but I'm going to tell you right now, I do not recommend it. It's rough. Alright, let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It's a fine package, looks nice. Maybe the worst possible artwork they could have chosen. That's like the worst. She's not usually drawn to be super ugly, but sometimes she is, and that's not the one they should have chosen if you ask me. But yeah, it's fine. The back of the package is always the best part for Mafex. There you go. Figure looks so much better there than in real life. Alright, there you go. Packages, packagey. Okay, here's the figure. And it is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store if you want to get one, but I do not recommend it. But if you do choose to get one anyway, please use my link in the description below. Alright, this figure stands just about, we'll say 14 to the top of her head, about 14 and a half including her hair. That's going to be, let's say 5 and, 3/8 and then 5 and 5/8. Give or take. Here she is up against Darwin. So maybe a little bit tall, but probably not. She's probably fine. You could fit her in with any of your Mafex or Marvel Legends collections. And let's do a question of the day. Other than filling in team spots, do you care about Jubilee? And if you do, or even if you don't, which version of her do you prefer? I think I prefer the blue gloves. I believe she's had blue gloves, and I think that looks better because the yellow ones always, to me, look like she's wearing those rubber dishwashing gloves from the 90s. Anyway, here she is. Okay, we'll start with the good. Okay, first thing I noticed is that the finish for this area is nice and matte finished. The gloves and the boots are at least semi-gloss, so that's pretty good looking. Okay, and now let's talk about the bad. Everything else. It looks pretty bad. The sculpt isn't particularly good. The joints in the knees are really ugly. The jacket is absolutely hideous. It's not entirely dissimilar to Gambit's, other than the fact that Gambit's is a little bit bigger and it's made out of a different material and seems to have been made nicer. This looks like it's bootleg. Like it's the crappiest official jacket I think I've ever seen, short of the car washing mitt that came on Kaido. Is his name Kaido? I think it is. It's just, the seams are huge, the wire in it is all kinked up, which is like, whatever, you can probably fix it, but it's a super thin wire. I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks right away. And the material, which is generally a good material to use, is stretchy and super thin. It just doesn't look at all like a jacket. And then they used way too much material. They fold it over like this, so that you don't have the little flap over here on the edge. That's fine enough. Gambit's has it. It isn't as big as this, but hers is so big, and it makes the thing unwieldy. And the collar part sucks, and the sleeves are way too big and cumbersome, and everything about this looks bad. So the jacket's awful. Really awful. You could technically remove it if you wanted to, but she doesn't exactly look great underneath. So I don't think I would recommend that necessarily, but you could do it. It's probably better than the jacket, but she kind of needs the jacket to have the right look. But speaking of the right look, her glasses. Now, you guys, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the biggest Jubilee expert, but I did a quick search just to see if I was crazy or not, and I don't think I am. Her glasses normally sit up by her hair, so that like her hair can hang down underneath as well. In fact, it's on this photo. And that's what made me think of it. It's on this photo here. It's on this photo here. They're not photos, whatever, they're artwork. But you get what I'm saying. On the figure, her glasses are just above her eyebrows, which is just ridiculous because they would be falling down all the time, and it looks silly. Am I the only one seeing that, or am I crazy? What do you think? Because to me, that looks ridiculous. They're almost down over her eyes, and they're not adjustable. So that's super weird. The paint job's clean, I'll give them that, but the sculpt is super soft. There's like a seam on her shirt right there. You can barely even see it. The legs are weird shapes. Yeah, it just looks terrible. And Mafex is like, they're going up in price ever so slightly. They already started it being too expensive, but sometimes released a good figure, so it was like, whatever. Fine, you're too expensive, but you're nice. lately they haven't been nice and too expensive, and it's just nuts to me what's happening in the action figure industry, because they wouldn't be doing it if people weren't buying it. That's what's crazy about it. Somebody told me the other day that, like, you can't, if you don't buy it, they're not going to make better figures at lower prices. They'll just stop making them. It's like, fine, do it. Stop. I dare you, company who needs to make action figures. I dare you to stop making them. Go ahead. We don't need them. We'll buy from somebody else some other time. We don't need little pieces of plastic on our shelves. You guys need to make money. So you decide, do you want to make better products for lower prices, or do you want to go out of business? Because I'll be fine not having this on my shelf. Will you be fine not having my money? I don't think so. So yeah, I'd like to see that. But I mean, we'll never see it because it never works out that way. There aren't enough people that'll stand up and just not buy stuff. There's too many people that want plastic on their shelf no matter how bad it is. This is terrible. It doesn't look good. It looks okay-ish if you take the jacket off, but that's a huge part of the character design. So I'm going to say, aesthetically speaking, this gets a 3 out of 10. Without the jacket, maybe a 6, but it still looks pretty goofy. Now, as far as the accessories go, pretty good. We have 3 different heads. The bubblegum looks all right. The glasses are still in the wrong spot. And then the one head with the glasses down, the glasses are very, very much off-center on mine. So that looks like crap. And the way the glasses connect to her head, where it's just painted pink behind her hair, behind her ears, the pink hair. What the heck? Like, holy crap. You have to try a little bit. They didn't. Decent spread of hands, though. I'll give you that. The effect part hands, that's okay. You get 2 little effect parts for hands and then 2 bigger effect parts for hands. That's all fine. Accessory-wise, and a stand. You get to Mafex stand. 8 out of 10, because the heads are kind of goofy, but still a good spread of accessories. All right, now, can it pose? Well, kinda, but does it matter? Probably not. Let's see if it can pose, though. The head, the neck isn't articulated. Am I crazy, or is that neck crooked? I know this is off-center, so it might be throwing it off, but that neck looks crooked to me. I'm trying to decide. Maybe it's not. But the head moves around on the neck. Okay. Oh, by the way, her face paint. I forgot to mention it. Her face paint is clean, but the sculpt is weird. I don't think it looks very good. She has no cheekbone at all. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so the head moves around. Okay. Pops off really easily. Double ball peg on top of a fixed neck. Moves around all right. It's not great. It is acceptable, but not great. The shoulders, like I said, not good looking. They're definitely meant for underneath the jacket, but whatever. You get the ball peg in there, and you can move the arms around. The jacket is too big, and it does fight you, but the arms still move around well enough. It's your standard Mafex basic shoulder, not like the good ones. But, I mean, it moves around. The elbow, it doesn't get great range because of this. And you can pull it up if you want, but it still doesn't get great range because it's a single joint. I don't know what they're doing, man. It's not good. Little ball hinge wrist, that's fine. For the torso, let's see. She leans back all right. So that's okay. Going forward. If you force it, she leans forward a little bit. I mean, it's enough. That's fine. Yeah, it's all right. Leaning to the side. You have to really force that upper joint, at least on mine. Leaning to the side works. Her torso works pretty well. It works fine. It rotates a little bit at the top and more at the bottom, so that's okay. Now, for the hips, it seems to me that they went with the old Figma style, where it's a Y joint. 1 ball peg going into the torso, and then 2 ball pegs, obviously, 1 for each side for the hips. Mine, there's actually a chunk missing right there. So I don't expect that that's going to last forever if you give it any sort of stress. But it seems to be made out of nylon, so it should be okay, at least if you're careful with it. But they don't have a drop down, which is okay. But they don't look great. And I don't know about functionality. Let's see. If you really squish the diaper, you can get the leg up to better than horizontal. That's okay. It doesn't look good doing it, but it does get the range, technically speaking. Going back, you don't really get much. And then going out to the side, it works, but like I said, this is not a good-looking figure. This is like, can we shit out whatever we can as fast as possible type of figure. What the heck? You do get a thigh swivel at the shorts, so that's all right. Single jointed knees. This is just nuts. Why are they moving to worse joints? Just better than 90 degrees, and it doesn't even look good. So what the heck? What the heck? So now she has this lump here for the ball or the hinge, and then a knee all the way up here. Goodness gracious. The ankle has minimal range. The ankle rocker is okay. I think you can rotate. No, you can't rotate it. The toe hinge is a decent toe hinge, honestly. That's pretty good. What a turd. What a turd. Articulation's going to get a 6 out of 10. It's passable, but it's not particularly good, and it's ugly doing it. Okay, so time for the final verdict. Wow! Boy, am I glad I stopped collecting the Mafex X-Men figures a long time ago. I don't feel any compulsion to keep this at all. And I know what it's like, guys. You don't have to do it. Just because you started a thing thinking it was going to be fun and good doesn't mean you have to keep going. Cherry pick or just sell the whole bunch and feel even better about yourself. The X-Men batch of figures have not been consistently good at all. Gambit's great. Wolverine's okay. I think that's it. The rest are all pretty bad. I'd have to go back and check, but I think that's it. Man, this figure sucks. Okay, overall rating, a generous 6 out of 10 at most, because it has good accessories, and if you take the jacket off, it's not absolutely hideous. But a 6 out of 10 is still not very good. And honestly, I'd be more comfortable not giving it any slack and saying at most 5 out of 10, which is really bad. It's terrible. And I would be even okay to somebody who argued 4 out of 10. It's really not a good figure at all. But I'm curious what you guys think, so let me know in the comment section below. But I'll be done there, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and I do have thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.